I wanted to know if you had an opinion on the exchange rates going forward and foreign exchange with even the EU, the euro.
Yeah, talking about foreign exchange. See, do we want to focus on the China side or the US side?
Yes.
I know.
Don't wonder.
On the bottom on the right, that would be our forecast. Economists from the UN about the trends of US dollar in relation to other major currencies. See, it really has to do a lot with our internal economy. If we're very strong here, if the stimulus package is working perfectly well, and then probably, most of the economists in New York City say that probably the stimulus package will be exiting from the market, and then the policy rate of US dollars, interest rate, the Fed will regulate that. If that is on, with this mechanism of the market, the US dollar versus other major currencies will be higher, of course. And then, of course, you are more interested about the RMB side, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess of course, there are much better experts than myself in this area. But my humble feeling or understanding, reading of that is that, see, here, talking about the value of the foreign exchange rate of US dollars, we have to start from our own economy and the interest rate. So it is exactly the same thing applies in China. If we force them to, if we say, oh, you're still hacked to the US dollars, although they say we're not hacked to the US dollars. This is a floating, this is a range of floating as any country else in the world, because there is no clear floating, which is open floating with no control. So there's sort of dispute argument out of that. Yes, if we turn back to the China market, we look at their interest rate, how that is set, how the economy is, roughly we're all in the same situation. If the stimulus package creates the economy so hot, and then probably they're going to use a tightening strategy, tightening monetary policy, and that would regulate, would impact the foreign exchange rate within its range, definitely. But out of that, we have to understand, remember the disparity between the economy. One RMB in Shanghai, what it can do, and one RMB can do in Kansu in Wuhan place. So put all that into the factor. Probably, I guess it won't be that easy. For RMB to be sort of into the free convertible money. It will be freely convertible sooner or later. In terms of, how big the channel is, the range for it to float. I guess if we let it flow, sort of in a laissez-faire way, many economists here believe that it actually will harm the economy in the US as well. Too much fluctuation, volatility.